Hey, you guys, I'm back. This is Save Time with Tori. I'm sorry, you guys. I've been gone for quite a while now. I want to say about a week or close to it, but I've been living life and enjoying the spring, summer weather or whatever you want to call it. But I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I might take a hiatus, but you'll see me spin the block. But back in the parking lot as usual. And today, actually, I might drop two videos. You might see one right after this one. Well, it really depends on if YouTube decides they want to upload it fast enough, because you know how they be tripping and shit. You can try to upload it right now, but the shit might not even post till 9 p.m. sometimes. But I mean, let's just roll the dice. But anyway, y'all forgive me. I got candy in my mouth. I'm kind of hungry. But anyway, today's topic is gonna be called "Why Men Marry Late." Now, I've been kind of seeing this topic floating around on social media, and I just want to put my take on it. But a lot of this stuff people have already figured out. So if you haven't figured it out, then this video is for you. Let's start with number one. Number one is FOMO, fear of missing out. They want to test every flavor, every damn sauce and secret formula that is known to man. I mean, if you're, I guess if you're a black man, you want to try a white girl, a Chinese girl, or what's it called, the midget girl, the fun size girl, the handicapped girl, like the slut, the good girl that you thought wasn't gonna put out, but she happened to like you enough, and you got lucky and got the draws. Like they trying to like exhaust all their possibilities before what I'm saying I do. So normally younger men, I want to say like under the age of 40, they're probably not really trying to get married for real. There might be a few that might briefly think about it, but a lot of times they're not done playing like before the age of 40. So like trying to lock down a man in their 20s or early 30s, you might have it might be pretty hard to do unless like you're the one, like the one. But a lot of them ain't they want to try this, they want to try that, they want to be a freak, they want to try all this shit in the bedroom. They might want to sleep with a prostitute. They might want to do some dominatrix nonsense. Like they want to like get all the sexual, I guess, cravings or like desires out of their system before they lock themselves down and things like that. So FOMO is a thing. So like trying to get a 25-year-old man to like good luck with that, because 9 times out of 10 they ain't really like been around the world quite yet. For real, they might have slept with a lot of people, but it might not be like a variety of a type of people. Like he might have slept with 100 women, but like a majority of them might have been, I don't know, like a certain color or sluts or whatever. But no, and so now he's thinking about, what if I sleep with somebody who's a wholesome girl or a church girl or an older woman, things like that. They start getting curious, and then if you happen to be in a relationship with them, God forbid, a marriage, then he might step out on you just out of curiosity itself. So the point is FOMO. Men are like obsessed with like fear of missing out. Now as women, like once we find a man, we kind of like cling on, which is really not a good idea. And I kind of touched on that in some of my other videos, but I'll probably like do a recent upload video of how women should not like put their all into a man, because the relationship might not even work out, and now you're stuck with all these memories and shit that you gotta erase and whatnot. But the point is, women, we latch on for dear life. We're ready to settle down now, yesterday type shit, like but they're not. So it's just like there's a difference in, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Maturity. Yeah, there you go. Difference in maturity. So They're scared of missing, out on, hanging with the boys, and then, they're about to take home some, some thoughts from the club, but they know they can't do it because, they're in a relationship, and so now they feeling some type of way, and, it just gets all crazy. But anyway, number one is FOMO. Number two, they're scared of divorce. Mainly, to be honest, mainly it's because, in most situations, the women take half or sometimes the whole damn thing. Depends on what type of lawyer you got and who is in the wrong, and who, getting the kid, all that shit plays a part in all of that. But a lot of them are scared of, losing their fortune, well, their fake fortune. Some of them ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but they motherfucking scared of losing their money. No, your camera didn't freeze. Some of these motherfuckers ain't got shit, but they scared of losing the shit. But anyway, but I see it like this: if you trust the person you're marrying, then you shouldn't have to worry about that. And if you leave on good terms, majority of the time, the woman will play fair. Now, this is a thing that men don't understand. Like, if you leave on good terms, if y'all just, arguing and just shit just ain't working out, and you just have difference of opinion and, way of life and things like that, then, most of the time, I ain't gonna say all, because there are some petty, women out here that are bitter. But I want to say majority of the time, a woman will, split it, and, everybody, get a fair share or close to it. But, if the man's out there cheating and dogging her out and got mistresses and things like that, then that's when they start taking half. And at that point, I don't blame them, because, like, you can't play people's heart like that. You said, I do. You said, whatever, whatever. And now you out here doing the fuck shit. Like, hell to the no. Like, you gonna have to compensate me for my pain, my suffering, my heartache, the time I took to, however long it took for me to find out you was on the bullshit. Like, yeah, like, I don't blame, the woman when the man is in the wrong. So, but like I said, if you play by the rules, if it's like a mutual agreement that this ain't working, and then everybody split before the cheating starts. No, the camera didn't freeze. Before the cheating starts, then, you'll have a pretty fair divorce. But I mean, whatever. But point is, they scared of getting their little Mario coins taken from them, and that's another reason why they ain't with the shits, aka married. That's why they marry late. Three, freedom. Most men think, oh, I'm married. If I get married, like, I can't do this. I can't go out with my boys. I can't watch basketball. I can't. For some reason, like, they think that life is over when you get married. Actually, it just began. Hold on, you guys. I gotta crunch this candy in my mouth. I'm ghetto, I know it. But yeah, like, life don't stop just because you get married. It's just a legal title. It's not gonna. Hold up, Wash trying to get my damn car and ain't. But anyway, like, you can still do the same stuff you've been doing. Like, ain't nobody gonna, like, start making you stay at home and forcing you to, like, do all types of crazy shit. Like, you can still be yourself. Like, it's not a damn jail prison sentence. Like, I wish people, well, mainly men, stop trying to make it seem like that's that, and it's not. They associate marriage with, confinement. Like, it's not. Like, and that's why a lot of them don't marry, or they marry late as fuck. Like, they in their 50s and 60s, and at that point, like, I don't even give a fuck no more. Like, it is what it is at this point. 'Cause my life is halfway up. Well, actually, more than halfway, because, the average American, I would say person, but I can't even say person, because, people are living longer, in other countries, because they're not, consuming all of these chemicals and stuff in the food, and they're not really getting cancer at high rates like Americans are. So I'm gonna just say Americans, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't motherfucking know. But the point is, like, at that age, like, if you ain't got no ring by then, you might as well just not even worry about it, to be honest with you. But, marriage is not a damn prison sentence. Just stop the bullshit. Like, just stop it. Just say you don't wanna be with one woman. Just if you don't want to be with one woman, just say that. Don't stop coming up with all these excuses as to why you know, whoopty whoopty whoop, because it's not true. But anyway, number 4. Some of them already know they're gonna be a bad spouse. Some of them already know they hoes. They already know they got the wandering eye. They already know they ain't gonna act right. They already know they ain't gonna come home at night. They know this in the back of their head and in their heart and in their soul. They know that they can't stand up and be the man for you. You know what I'm saying? It could also be financial. You know, they might not think they have enough money to, you know, support you and, you know, the family and things like that, or, you know, unstable, or, you know, they might be mentally you know, unstable, and, you know, just a man knows themselves. So like, if they, you know, ain't trying to get married, then there's a reason for that. So, you know, so basically they know that they're not going to be able to provide you with, you know, the things you're looking for. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, they don't even start the shit in the first place, or they wait until, you know, like I said, till they're old as fuck. Most people don't live till, you know, 90s and 100s anymore. Most people are dying in their 60s and 70s you know, nowadays. So, you know, like, they'll wait to the last fucking minute to, you know, say I do. And a lot of times they'll say I do just because, you know, like, you know, might as well, it's too late. I already lived my life, and, you know, there ain't much left out here to see. So, oh well, she's available. You know, the one that got away done already got away. You know what I'm saying? She done, you know, got tired of the bullshit. She probably watched my channel to save you time from the bullshit. And, you know what I'm saying? She done moved on and found her man, and she's happily ever after. Meanwhile, he's sitting here like, you know, scraping for the leftovers type shit, or possibly turn into a sugar daddy or something like that. But I don't motherfucking know. But anyway, the point is, some of them already know they ain't with it. So, you know, just trust the process. 5. No, your camera didn't freeze. 5. They need a goddamn nurse. No, your connection is still good. They need a nurse. Basically, they get old as fuck. They about 1-2 days away from wearing a fucking diaper, and now they decide they want to get married. Like, I don't want you now. You're dried up and crusty, and I gotta take care of you and wipe your ass and, like, fix you meals, and, you know, and still be faithful to you while you're, you know, in a wheelchair, or, you know, going through all these health problems and things like that. Like, now you done trap me, because, like, you know, I might be younger than you, but, you know, but you're dealing with old age, and, you know, I'm trying to be faithful and the loyal wife, and, you know, trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, be there for you, but, you know, like, you're not even healthy enough to, like, take me on vacation, or we can't go out and do the same things we used to do. It's a different thing, like, you know, you're aging together, I guess, but a lot of times these older men be going for the younger women, and because, you know, they know they're healthy and young, and they still got a little bit of life left to take care of their ass. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be nobody's goddamn, no, like, I want your best years. I want the years where you can still run and jump and play, and, you know what I'm saying, pick me up in the air and things like that. I don't want you, you know, at the point of your life where, you know what I'm saying, you need me to fix you goddamn raisin bran in the morning type shit, and fiber and orange juice in the afternoon. Like, what type of shit is this? Like, why didn't you catch me? Like, why didn't you lock me down, like, years ago? Like, why do I have to deal with this? You know, like, right the fuck now? Like, I don't know. But a lot of people, I don't say a lot of people, a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, once they get older, they start realizing, uh-oh, you know what I'm saying, you know, at some point I'm going to need a helpmate, you know, a person that's going to help me, in my old age, to, you know, make sure I'm living a comfortable life and I don't have to go to a damn nursing home type shit. So let me go grab me, you know, some a few years younger, or a lot younger, a lot of times, and, basically spit sweet nothings in her ear and get her to, you know, marry me, and then, you know, so she can, you know, take care of me in my old age. But that's not fair to her, you know, because, you know what I'm saying, you was a hoe for all these years, and now you're using people basically. So there's that. They basically need somebody to take care of them, and if you want to be stupid enough to do that, then I guess. But anyway, and then number 6, they don't want to die alone. Like, they might be getting lonely because, what I'm saying, they done played every bitch out there, and half of them done ran off and found somebody else, and now they're by themselves, and like they don't want to die by themselves in a house, like just basically after a certain age. That's this like bachelor life and this single life, the player life, and things like that. It starts to kind of fade away. It's not hitting like it used to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, they can pull hoes by the dozens. But now, what I'm saying, it's like shit ain't sweet no more. And so now, what I'm saying, they want somebody to love on them and care on them and fix them meals. And, what I'm saying, now all of a sudden they want the love and the romance and the, what's the word I'm looking for? The companionship. Yeah, I couldn't get it to save my life. They want, now all of a sudden they want the companionship when they getting, they don't want to die, like I said, on the couch by themselves and shit like that. They want, a woman beside them rubbing their back and, like just, they want experience love basically before they leave this earth type shit. So that, that's, another reason why they go ahead and, put a ring on whoever's finger is left out there to put on type shit. And then the last one is the shit stops working. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. The I'm trying not to say it, but like the eggplant. Okay, there we go. The eggplant ain't goddamn working. Like I said, they was slinging peen and shit in their 20s. They was slinging super peen in the 30s. And in the 40s, shit started to kind of slow down, but they still can, work it a little bit. And then once they hit them 50s, it's like, I need Viagra, goddamn it. So basically, you gonna come to me after your dick done broke. No, the camera didn't freeze. I don't want no. No, that ain't how that work. You spent your best years giving your best eggplant to, everybody else, and now you get to a certain age, now you realize and you can't stroke it no more. Now you want to come knocking on my door, like, no. So yeah, and he expect you to deal with it, but he gonna blame it on his age and everything else, which is fine, it's true, what I'm saying, whatever. But like, if you would have got with somebody, what I'm saying, years ago while it was still working, and y'all could have fell in love, and then whenever it did stop working, she won't care because she's already invested in you. But you wait until, what I'm saying, shit ain't adding up, and then want to call me and expect me to like no, we ain't doing that shit. But anyway, this is my take on why men marry late, because like they wait as long as fucking possible, like I said, unless you're the one and you're, displaying like all the qualities that he wants, because a lot of times women get it mistaken, like, oh, I'm a good woman, oh, I do this and that and this and woo woo. But you can be a good woman, but you might not be like exactly what he in particular is looking for. Like, men know their type. They know, they know when they see you, they'll know. So you can be good all day long, but if you're not what he's looking for, then like, he's not gonna choose you. He's gonna, start like neglecting you and taking you for granted type shit. But anyway, this is my take on this, and these are facts. This ain't fiction. Most of my most all my damn videos are the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. But anyway, I'll probably be back with another video here in a second, soon as this one cut off. But anyway, this is Save Time with Tori, and I do what? I save you time from the bullshit. Okay, bye.